Righty, everybody, finally! We have the third game of today, or actually the second one, because Remind didn't show up and Light received a def win. So, this is the third game. This is not Nicker and FoCuS. This is Neo calling from Hamburg, Berlin. We are the one authorized restream that WCA allowed for this to provide you with our beloved commentary here. We're up since 7 a.m. to cast the WCA Pro Qualifiers for you. There is 10,000 euros on the line. There is 3 slots to gain for the WCA Grand Final in Yinchuan, China in December for the biggest Warcraft tournament the world has ever seen. $215,000 on the line in this tournament, and everybody wants to get a slot. So that's why a lot of the Korean programmers we know for so long, from the glory days of Warcraft, come back. They left the army, they're finished with their duties, and they immediately started over to play Warcraft again. And this is as old school as it gets. We have Czech versus FoCuS. These players wrote Warcraft history, everybody. Czech, Lee Young-yo, of course, a Night Elf player. He plays Warcraft since 2002. He played the first televised Warcraft 3 tournament in Korea, or I think the world, and that was in 2002. And 13 years later, he is still there, still on top of the scene. He won his first major tournament in 2003, the Sonokong OGN qualifier. Not qualifier, championship. Then he won WCG Korean qualifier in 2003, but that's it for major title wins. He received some silver medals in like Rampage Asia, GGL, Nice Game TV League 2, J-League in 2009, the IEST in 2009, and he won the NGL Season 5 for Mortal Teamwork, also called MTW. So let's see what he brings to the table. Here he did very, very well in recent Jera Cups, for example. He reached 2 quarterfinals, 2 semifinals, and 1 grand final, which he lost. This is some weeks ago, but it's only 3 weeks ago that he joined, that he won the semifinal. In Rust Brain Cup, he dropped out in the second stage of the lower bracket in the first Rust Brain Cup. For the second Rust Brain Cup, he dropped out in the lower bracket quarterfinal against Law Lyot. But did he encounter any orcs? No, that's not. But FoCuS and Czech, they met once in the Ruka Cup 3. Ruka Cup is like the Korean version of the Jera Cup every Saturday. And at that game, FoCuS beat him 2-1. And that brings us to that's little orc fella, Hyosubyum. He won recently the Ruka Cup number 3 in a final against Anya Jung. He reached the semi-final of the Jera Cup 27 and the quarterfinal of the Jera Cup 28 and Golden Cup number 5. Also the third place in Rust Brain Cup number 2 after losing to Warchief in the winner bracket final and losing to Law Lyot in the consolation final. But yeah, his biggest achievements in solo is the third place in the Intel Extreme Masters Los Angeles, the second place in the Africa League 2 in 2008, and he is the third place of WCG 2013. Plus, he is, after Remind, the player who won the most Zotac Cups, 45 Zotac wins. That's $4,500 alone from Zotac wins. Also, he was very known for his team plays, for his clan. He is, of course, part of the legendary Team Go with Shy, Space, Minyuk, and so on. And they won the NGL 3 and the NGL 4. In that time, he was part of Meteor Makers with, of course, Moon, Lucifer, Caesarea, Eve, Storm, and whatnot. And he won the WC3L Season 15 with Team Wicked. So yeah, that's about it for the two players. We are here on Twisted Meadows, everybody. Check as the red Night Elf FoCuS with a very nice picture here as the yellow orc selling his town portal right away, getting the circlet. No other item for him here to gain. And it's very interesting, this matchup, because from check on his streams, we've seen a lot of cheese recently. He went for Pitlord first, Tinker first, and all that funny kind of stuff. But now he is back to the usual stuff. The Demon Hunter first, he joins here, and of course for FoCuS, it is the Blade Master. We have seen funny stuff from him. For example, Wyvern and Shamans versus Human, but in Rust Brain Cup number 2, he struggled to close his base and build traps there for the tier 2 push that will come from the Night Elf. But there's a Hunter's Hole already, so maybe he's playing Bear since it's Twisted Meadows, then it wouldn't be that important. But yeah, usually in this matchup you obviously see Talons and then a Tauren Chieftain to wave them and Raider Walker to try to knock them down. But here on Twisted it could actually be Bears. So let's see how this unfolds. Check one part of the legendary clan Friends. You all know the clan because Madfrog was part of that during his time in Korea, and afterwards he played for SK Gaming, World Elite, Beijing Esports Team, as I mentioned before, MTW, and Engis, who almost won the WC3L Season 16 together with Lucifron. But yeah, he was one of the first Koreans to come back from the army. I think he's rather old. So that's when he attended the Jera Cups, and yeah, he's not on the radar of a lot of people, but I think he might be underestimated. FoCuS, of course, very beloved also in the European scene, and was pretty much noticed for his achievements in Rust Brain Cup number 2. So this is, for me personally, it's 50-50. Both players with almost equal tech. Wow, spam. This is what you not want in a broadcast. Boots of Speed for the Demon Hunter. No Beastmaster here. I think he reached tier 2 yet, didn't he? Yes, he goes immediately for the Ancient of Lore, or is it a late shop? That's okay, there's the Beastmaster. So this is where FoCuS struggled against Lawliot, against Warchief Ridge, everywhere. And the position of his Beastry is once again very, very bad. He needs to defend this. Of course, the Blade Master is well aware of what's coming, so he should be able to protect this, but his second hero is creeping. Oh no, there's no second hero yet. Just the Grunts. There's no tower. Oh, he's building a war mill way too late. This looks bad for FoCuS, actually. The Beastry will definitely gonna go down. But he has a surround on the demon! He has a surround on the demon close. There's a town portal. What a reaction by FoCuS! Is the Beastry going down? This is so important. No, it stays alive! Great reaction by FoCuS. Okay, that's his counter to this push. I just surround the first hero and then I'm done with it. Check decides, okay, no bears for me. I am going for Druids of the Talon, as you do on almost every map except Twisted usually. And yeah, that's a nice fake, because usually you would play the Tauren Chieftain against this. This time it's the Shadow Hunter. Of course, you lack of area of effect damage. For that you can get hacks a lot. Go for hero kills. And of course the heal wave provides you with good amounts of healing. So I think Orc seems to be one of Czech's best matchups. He won against So-In in the Night Game TV Holz Cup. He did quite well versus FoCuS in the Ruka Cup. So that's pretty equal. For example, he loses a lot against Undead. He loses a lot against Night Elves. He's fairly good against Human though. And FoCuS getting the item and the experience, has a claw now. I think it's a, Devotion Aura, he can sell that, but at this moment, a great opportunity for FoCuS to take this first map home. Raiders coming, of course, with Ensnare upgrade, then Hex, then Blade Master, A-Click. The feared combo of the Orcs. And here's tier 3 almost done, and this is where Czech becomes dangerous. He needs a Tinker, of course. Wow, the Demon Hunter is still level 1, so is the Beastmaster. Almost no creeping at all. I don't even know if he went for an AOW creeping. in front of his base or whatever. Doesn't seem like it. Level 2 for the Blade Master, level 2 and 2/3 actually. Level 2 for the SH, that's why he cannot creep it and roam around at the same time. He needs the Blade Master to be level 3, so that takes some time. What item did he get? Wow! Big potion of invulnerability. Best possible drop here at the mercenary camp. So he will 15 seconds of not getting Cyclone. That's 15 seconds of damage. And that is, of course, for Blade Master with Claws, a lot of damage. Nice pickup here. Every experience point is awesome for the Orc. And Czech really seems to struggle here. A lot of people thought, okay, this is a 50-50 matchup. We don't know much about Czech's game against Orc because he hit his tactics so well. But it seems to be the usual stuff. It seems to be the usual stuff. Both players did good in the tournaments recently. And will the more experience from Czech, will this pay off in the end? FoCuS, yeah, still considered kind of a young blood because he had never the big achievements of Moon, Remind, Lyn. But, of course, he's been around forever now. Blade Master scouts this year, sees the Master upgrade, sees the Orb. So the Night Elf is getting ready for the big fight. But the SH with the second claw gets the first heal scroll already. And he has level 3 for the level 2 heal wave. There's no shockwave, obviously. No TC, no shockwave. He lacks area of effect damage, so he will most likely go for hero focus. Czech will be well aware of that. Will go for invu potions. But FoCuS is doing a nice job buying stuff at Czech's marketplace, not marketplace, but Goblin Laboratory. 250 gold, Czech with 40 food, and he has no items at all. This might be horrible. 53 food. FoCuS is breaking now. For this matchup, we usually say the Orc needs plus 10 food than his Night Elf opponent. And so he's trying to go for it. Forest Troll Berserker, of course, a nice addition to the army. Deals additional damage to the Talons. And next Merc Camp. And FoCuS is giving... has been given so much time and so much map control. Czech is doing nothing after this first harass failed. He gets the Tinker now, finally. He's been on tier 3 forever. And I think the shop is almost empty. What can we see here? Kodo Beast for more damage. What item did he get? This is so important. Will he engage the fight here? Wow, 2 claws. He got 1 invu potion. Hex. But Cyclone being used. I would love to see the inventory of the SH. Probably a mana potion or a Wand of Mana Stealing. Czech creates some space here with that Pocket Factory. Of course, FoCuS was not able to fight in that choke. That narrow position. And yeah, click on the SH, please. Oh, no, he won't. 59 food versus 48. We have an invu potion finally for Czech. It's still a level 1 Demon Hunter. He didn't do a single creep spot, did he? That's huge. That's absolutely huge for FoCuS. Huge experience advantage. Huge item advantage. And he has the upper hand in food too. It seems like he has all the cards in his hands. But Czech now going for the red spot. He has to take some risks. And FoCuS trying to get a creep jack here, but he says, okay, he's not nearby. Then I'll go for the main base. What's the red item here dropping? The big creep spot. The big creep dropping. Wow, Mana Pendant. That would be huge for every hero, but not for the knives. FoCuS is towering. Tower support for this push. He has some time, but he retreats. He doesn't want to fight at night. But it looks so great at the moment for him. Okay, first Bat Riders here to counter the Fury Dragons. More creeping. More and more creeping, of course. This is high-stakes Warcraft. Nobody wants to do a mistake. No one wants to overcommit. But FoCuS is on level 4 now. With the Kodo Beast. So much damage. But the army of Czech is growing. It is 49 food now. He's taking that creep spot. Kinda risky because FoCuS checked it before. If he was creeping there. FoCuS should not let Czech come back into this game, but he wants the second red spot. He wants to advance his good situation. Improve it. Level 4 and 4 for both heroes. What item can bring him victory here? Katka's Gem of Health would be awesome. Staff of Silence would be awesome. Spell Shield would be great. Oh, is Czech going for the same spot? He will be too late though. He will be too late. And where's the item? I don't know what he got. Ah, Katka's Gem of Health. Yeah, this is great. More HP, always good. Oh, and this will be a creep check. Is there a town portal for Czech? Yes, there is. Lots of potions as staff, but he gets the town portal immediately. 1 dot being picked off. The Bad Riders detonate. So not much to gain here. Alright. More, okay. He sees, okay, FoCuS army is quite big now. I have to start producing. And he breaks the upkeep ceiling. And he is expanding in the bottom right. Or just planting an Engine of War. There is one expansion. The question is who counters it? Okay, Czech is countering it with an Engine of War. FoCuS trying to expand there. He is in a situation to do so. 1 heal scroll, 1 invo potion on the SH. Don't know about the Blade Master, but there will be at least the big invo potion on him. This is daytime now, but FoCuS sending his entire army to the Engine of War. This buys Czech so much time. 75 food for FoCuS. I got the feeling that he has to engage a fight rather soon. Engine of War down, but of course, once the Expo is up, it's a decent situation for him. Czech is more than ready for the fight. So many potions, so many scrolls. But FoCuS, 5 Raiders, 2 Berserkers. And a lot of Dispel as well. 3 Berserkers actually. It's a great damage output combined with the Kodo Beast and the Aura. Level 2 critical strike obviously on the Blade Master, plus 14 damage. And this might be the big fight that we've all been waiting for. Pocket Factory down immediately. FoCuS going to the heroes. The Tinker, no, it's the Raider. I thought he was going for the Tinker. First Cyclone being thrown. And so far, Czech's position is not that bad. The Raiders don't do damage at the moment at all. First heal scroll being used. Invo potion on the Blade Master. And he is going ham on the talents. Critical strike for 185. Oh boy. The Demon Hunter a little in problems here, but taking the heal potion. But FoCuS is just melting through the army of Czech with a 77 supply. Next Pocket Factory being summoned. Let's see how long this survives. Not a single second. Blade Master down to the earth, getting Cyclone once again. Invo potion, it has been used. And now the Raiders finally finds the talents. 52 food for Czech and still over 70 for FoCuS. This is looking so great for him. Demon Hunter in problems now. Lots of Dispel and they're coming in. Invo potion being used. Level up for the SH. Level 5 for him. And I think the Demon Hunter is about to die once the Invo potion is done. Level up for him. And now the Beastmaster is, the victim here. 2 heroes remaining for Czech. But for how long? And snare critical strike. No potions anymore. First hero goes down. GG by Czech. And this is the 1-0 for FoCuS. The surround in the early game brought him the victory. I think it's that easy to say. Czech's game plan completely fell apart. And after that, he had like to stay in base for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, not creep at all, not getting the items, not getting the experience, not getting the money. FoCuS had complete map control. Played this very carefully, very soft, not overcommitting at all. And then one final blow at the fight. This was pretty much easy Katka for him. But yeah, we saw one orc dropping down already. FoCuS wants to prevent that this is gonna happen to him. Let's see if I know about the second map. I think it's between, well, the vetoes are... Got it here somewhere. Echo Alt is out, Twisted is out, Terinas is out, Amazonia and Turtle Rock. So this leaves Last Refuge, Turtle Rock. Oh no, Turtle Rock is banned. Ancient Isles. Yeah, these two, right? Ancient Isles and Last Refuge. So if I would check, I think it's pretty equal actually. Ancient Isles might be a little better. While at Last Refuge you can do some better creeping. 430 viewers at the moment. Thank you everybody for tuning in. So we're waiting for the next map to be hosted. Let's see what they say about the game.
Okay, for FoCuS for TS
and check ban TR. TR?
TR?
Yeah.
Rock?
And yeah, I wonder why he banned TR.
I think TR is still okay.
TR is okay for a night off.
TR is okay.
It's better than TM, I think.
No, because it's against orc still okay. If against human, it's definitely gonna be bad.
TR?
Well,
yeah, I think.
These casters don't know about the Intel Extreme Masters game from 2009. FoCuS definitely one of the strongest on TR as Orc. Okay, everybody, we are here back with map number 2. It is Last Refuge once again between FoCuS and Check. FoCuS spawning in the lower left as the yellow Orc, Check in the upper right as the blue Night Elf. And once again, will his experience help him through the struggle here? Of course, in his career, he always had to face 1-0 downs, and whoa, this is sneaky. I think I haven't seen this creep camp. I have seen it once before, but this is definitely secret. If FoCuS sees this or scouts it, he will definitely be able to cancel it. But this is so unusual that I think he will just go to the Goblin Merchant and not see this at all. This will result in a very early level 2 Demon Hunter, of course not the best item. TV Indra. Let's see if I can restream that, if it's better. I'll just check this. Okay. They have the chat there. I think I'm not allowed to restream that. But it is a... Okay, let me try something. It's not good. This is actually not looking any better. Okay, let's stick with the WCA cast here. Yeah. Alrighty. So, last refuge here. Blade Master obviously found the first ring of protection. This will not help him a lot. Grunts, of course, archers, of course. And he didn't scout the creep, so it looks good for check. And I think FoCuS will be surprised when he sees, oh, there's the Demon Hunter already level 2. If he kills at least one peon here, looks good for him. Can he escape to the burrow? Yes, he can. Nice block. Yeah, this is great. Not let the Demon Hunter go into your base. Block it. Always block it. Or trap him if you have the resources. Okay, now he's going to the burrow again, but I think it's almost finished. So getting this burrow through is very, very, very important. Oh, nice detonate by Check. So he's on top of his game. But I'd love to see what's going on in the main base. Okay, here we go. Blade Master fighting the Demon Hunter off. But there's still one archer, and of course the Demon Hunter can staff onto this one. And then cancel the tier 2 buildings. This is what FoCuS is scared about. Okay, now he sees it. This is good. He needs to get rid of it. Nah! Reveal being used, alright. So tier 2 tag by both players. Demon Hunter is still level 1, not able to get a single experience point, and there is the Staff of Teleportation. So, that's very close, walling that off. Of course we will see Jewels of the Talon again, this time fighting a Tauren Chieftain most likely. This grunt will not be able to cancel the shot, but maybe the Blade Master is. But here's the Demon Hunter once again. He needs repair on that burrow. I don't really know how far along the tag is. Oh, nice! The grunt actually is canceling that, and maybe he gets the Moonwell as well. In the meantime, the Demon Hunter can't do anything against it. He only needs one peon for level 2. I wonder why he's not getting it. And he cancels the Moonwell as well! This is so huge. This is so much resources that Jack has to spend. Oh boy, here comes the staff. And this is the perfect time because FoCuS just hit tier 2. And now it's the time to get his units up. He was struggling so hard on Saturday, but he used this 4 days so good to adapt to the mistakes he made in the Rust Brain Cup. And here comes the Lodge, here comes the Beastery, here comes the big milk cow, here comes the Tauren Chieftain, throwing as many waves as he can, dealing as much damage as he can. So yeah, here comes the Beastmaster. Maybe he can do something. The Lodge should be dead. Where's the Blade Master? He's coming. He's pretty close, but the Lodge is gone. The Lodge is gone, but the Beastery should be saved. Nice block. Here comes the Tauren Chieftain with Aura first, most likely. Yep, there it is. More attack speed, more movement speed for the entire Orc army. And the Beastery is through. And since the Spirit Lodge was just started to build, it's not that big of a loss. Double Engine of Wind, obviously, for the Night Elf, which is check. And yeah, once again, the early game looking okay for FoCuS. He did... Oh, he has to... he has lumber problems. He has huge lumber problems. Ah, okay, he built it there. Woo-hoo-hoo. The Proxy Lodge. I was kind of worried about my Korean friend here. But of course, we have to stay neutral. 3 Quill Beast. Okay, now 2 left. Nice block on the blade. But there should be mana and heal selves to get him back up. So the Ensnare upgrade is coming. Question is, Check will not scout this Proxy Lodge. He will just be wondering where the Lodge is. And now it's time for FoCuS again to get the big consumable items. Get the mana potions, get the invo potions. These are the 2 items to look forward to. And he got... Whoa, the Beastmaster stole it! That sneaky BM! The stealing magpie, another way around. FoCuS has to be careful about the end snares from the trappers. No one knows how they work. And the Wen of Mana stealing would have been good for the Tauren Chieftain. He always gets burned. So every additional mana point is useful. And now the Demon Hunter needs a quick level 3. course, it's 200 additional gold for the Night Elf that he can invest into army. But FoCuS will get the second one, and maybe it's even better when of mana stealing on the lower half of the items here, and it is when of mana stealing again, so they can steal each other's mana back and forth, back and forth. Tauren Chieftain is damaged. Why is he still level 1? Oh boy, he has problems there. He needs something. But 2 scares him away. Level 2 on the Blade Master, finally. Wow, FoCuS's leveling is actually bad. Then the Beastmaster stole the experience and the item from the Magi. I didn't expect this. But Jack looking way better here on Last Refuge than he did on Twisted. But now is the time for Jack to shine. There is Master Upgrade now. He has decent levels, and as long as the Tauren Chieftain is not level 3, he doesn't have to worry about the shockwaves too much. So there is still plenty of time to get that needed experience. Okay, FoCuS is getting ready to break the upkeep ceiling. Oh no, Tinker! He caught the Wisp. And that means no Pocket Factory for the first defense in this game. 37 food for Jack. There's 10 more for FoCuS, and there's items. There's no mana potion, but I bet there's Invu potions. Tauren Chieftain has nothing but the Blade Master. He went for a heal scroll and an Invu potion, of course. A little more experience, a little more important on the Blade Master than it is on the Tauren Chieftain. But in best case, both heroes have one. So FoCuS going for the red spot. Jack once again very carefully going for the Magi spot. And this item can do so good. Snow Claw, it is... okay. Period of Vitality. What is it? Medallion of Courage. It's okay for the Tauren Chieftain. More HP. Woo. Whoa. This is risky. And a claw. Nice. This is risky. Of course, FoCuS does not have the army to punish this. But this takes such a long time. And the Night Elves produce the dots so quick that this might get punished. Especially with summons and the Pocket Factory. This can easily be punished by Jack. Oh, nice one. Anchor of Reincarnation against the Blade Master, always good. Jack at 49 food. Did FoCuS break the upkeep? Yes, he did. No counter expansion from Jack. FoCuS just checking that. But he is well aware so far. Okay, he needs to buy time now and he wants to force the fight. I think the inventory of the shop is empty. But Jack is not in a good position. Not at all. He needs to cancel the expansion. He's going for the red spot now, but he has to know that this is way too late. Especially on that part of the map. But he's taking the rest, getting some experience. FoCuS's big down is the leveling of the Tauren Chieftain. FoCuS is doing very greedy creeping, only going for the items and leaving the experience alone. That results, of course, in a low level BM and TC. Almost 3-3 for all Night Elf heroes, except the Tinker. 2.5 only for the Tauren Chieftain. This is not what you want, but there's this Magi spot. If he can get it in time, he has to cancel the expansion. Yeah, I told you this takes ages, and this plan fails. But it gave him some time. In the end, it gave him some time. Maybe it was worth it, but now the Night Elf approaches the Orc base. Of course, the burrow's very, very vulnerable. This could throw FoCuS back a lot. What item did he get? A Mana Stone! Perfect item. He wants level 3. He has to finish this fight, this creep. Here we go. Level 3 Tauren Chieftain, and this is where the wave gets really, really strong. Jack is, in my opinion, wasting time here, creeping this little Murloc spot. Why is he not going? Why is he not committing to a fight? 49 food. He has 1,000 gold. Okay, that's understandable then. Blade Master scouting the army, but the Hawk, of course, sees him immediately. We have Wind of Illusion. You can do good fakes with that. And yeah, with Ensnare, the wave was horrible. Only hitting 2 talents. Yeah, FoCuS at 58. This will be the sign for Czech to say, okay, I might start producing as well. But of course, a lot is about shop control here. Blade Master, the master of that, because he can roam around that easy. Items. Oh my good Lord Jesus! Robe of the Magi, Medallion of Courage. This is plus 10 intelligence, resulting in 400 mana points, plus the Mana Stone, which gives him more mana regeneration and can be used as a potion. The biggest threat to Czech's army, definitely mass shockwaves. He has to do a splendid job with the Demon Hunter. And he might need to take some risk there, burning the mana over and over and over and over again. But I feel the Tauren Chieftain needs an Invu Potion as well. Almost 500 mana. This is nuts. But it all comes down to the one big fight. That we are about to witness. Will Czech force FoCuS into a fight in his base? Then he can use the Moonwills. And of course the staffing is a little better, because the units can immediately rejoin the fight. So what do we see here? More items. This is so item dependent. Especially now with that Tauren Chieftain. He needs so many so many heal scrolls. Let's see how the fight goes. First shockwave, not that great. Not hitting the talents. Second Pocket Factory being summoned right away. 2 talents down. Here comes Cyclone. The position is great. Is great for Czech, but the Demon Hunter is kind of trapped using the Invu Potion right away. Oh! The Shockwave of Doom hitting everything. Immediately countered by the heal scroll. Where is the second Shockwave? Trying to get rid of the Cyclones. No Dispel yet. And the Raiders not finding the right targets. The Beastmaster dies, but he has the Anchor of Reincarnation, so it's not that important. Once again, Wave of Doom hits him so hard, and there's no heal scroll anymore, but the Raiders, they're all falling. Nice mercenary support here for Czech, but he's trying to go for the heroes, for the Beastmaster once again. Oh, wow, the Shockwave got cancelled in animation, but here it comes again. Easy pickings now for the Blade Master. The Beastmaster is trapped in the end there, and he will most likely die, but no, Cyclone Staff saves him here for again. But these waves are absolute beautiful. The third one to hit 5 or more targets. This is absolutely insane for FoCuS. And okay, he lost all the Raiders. But he kept the Walkers alive. And I think he got a good amount of experience from that. Yes, level 4 and a half. But he used the items. At least the Mana Stone. But he has one more heal potion, one more Invu potion, and now getting for the second red spot. We can get a Catgas Pipe of Insight, we can get Cloth plus 12, we can get great items here, and we get Catgas Pipe of Insight. So many mana regeneration now. This is the Brilliance Aura, everybody. And if you're dependent on Dispels, on Spirit Link, on Shockwaves, then what better item to get than this one? But Czech is well aware. 48 food versus 48, I guess. Both players down in upkeep. In no upkeep, I mean. The Blade Master, yeah, is level 4.5, 4 2/3 as well. But here comes Czech. He feels super confident. Maybe he just wants to trade. But nice end snare on that Berserker. Going for the Peon line right away and try to stuck him here in upkeep, in the low upkeep to kill the burrows as fast as possible. Of course, it's super easy with the dots. Killing 3! Oh, this is horrible for FoCuS. Killing 3 burrows with one more shot here. Yeah, third burrow down. Maybe the fourth as well. He is definitely supply stuck. He will have to Town Portal out sooner than later. Blade Master damaged Invu Potion, but forces the Town Portal. But what a go by Czech. He is definitely back in this game. Economy disrupted Burrows crushed. And now it's time for him to start the production. But he's down to 100 gold. FoCuS needs 4 new Moonwells. Oh boy. And I guess, yeah, he has 3 Raiders. That is not gonna be enough, I feel. (1,200 HP on the level 5 Tauren Chieftain. 450 mana points. Level 5 on the Blade Master as well. He has a claw and a circle plus 8 damage. The items look great. Does he want to finish the game right now so that being stuck in upkeep, in no upkeep, will not make that big of a difference? Fairy Dragons are here for 3 heroes for the Night Elves, but the inventories, I think, are all empty. Trying to get a second clause of attack for the Blade Master, that would be splendid. And by FoCuS, no, it's the Ring of Protection, but FoCuS has incredible item luck here. This has to be mentioned. Jack is not playing bad, he's playing very passive. But it's like fighting with a needle. That one pick, one go, bought him a lot of time. But FoCuS has, once again, absolute map control. He reigns over the shops, he reigns over Last Refuge. All he needs is the death blow. 50 food for both players. FoCuS is not stuck anymore, as far as I can tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walkers. 5 walkers, and they should have a good amount of mana because of the Brilliance Aura. And FoCuS is trying to go for the expansion again. I think the main gold mines are about to run dry in like 2 to 3 minutes or 4 minutes. And then he doesn't want to have the disadvantage to be forced into an expansion, while the Night Elf can easily walk to the natural with a Tree of Eternity. Nope. He has map control, so why not expand? If you can't build units right now, then there's no reason not to expand. Czech is so scared to leave his base. It's incredible. FoCuS is breaking upkeep again. He got enough burrows. It took him some time to recover, but now it's all good. I'd love to know Korean now to see the item. Okay, Talisman of Evasion, not that great. Pendant of Energy would have been the shits here again. But maybe it's time for Czech to be a little lucky. 1 heal scroll. That's it. Cannot leave this. FoCuS is doing a tremendous job buying all the items from Czech's shop. And yeah, the expansion is scouted, and that forces Czech to leave his base sooner than later. Obviously, the Quillbeast does good damage here with Bloodlust, but it's not gonna be enough. And it's more experience. 2 level 5 Orc heroes, mind you. And a Tauren Chieftain with 450 mana, and no level 5 Demon Hunter to burn it all. Czech is breaking upkeep as well. 54 versus 59. But there's so many items. There's so many items. What can Czech do? He needs to force FoCuS into a very narrow position while at the same time split his dots. Or use Crow Form or a Zeppelin or something. He needs to do something. FoCuS's expansion is up and running. And with talents, it's gonna be hard to deal 1,000 damage or 1,500 damage. Wow. 2 mana potions. 2 mana potions. Maybe he can win this fight with the Torrent Chieftain alone. But there's 60 food of talents. That means a lot of cyclones. And the main gold mines are empty. The main gold mines are empty, and Czech is not taking the usual expansion here in the upper right, left. He wants the former red spot, or just fight and end it. Using it as a wood shield, creating narrow spaces, and FoCuS has not that many raiders to work with. First shockwave to create some space, engine of war down. Feel the shockwave was wasted, but would have been burned otherwise, so it's okay. This is a great position for Czech. The shockwave can't hit that much. FoCuS has to retreat here. At least a bit. Yeah, this position is getting better. At least the heroes are up front. Wow, the shockwave was great. Heal scroll has to be used. I think this was his final one. I think that's his final. On Czech, it's forced into this wide and open space. This position is great. Now look at the shockwave once again, and there's more where that came from. Raider down, but that's only one. He has two more. Invo potion on the Beastmaster, on the Blade Master. He's going ham on the Beastmaster, being blocked by the walkers, but now it shifts the focus. Where is the next wave? Here it comes! Booyah! Hitting them straight in the face. The walkers need to be a little careful here. I think we need more waves on this one. Demon Hunter in the surround. Town portals out. We have the Hawk, but not doing enough damage. 35 food for Czech. And FoCuS is still reigning supreme here. Of course, this was just resetting the fight for a little. Everything is low for FoCuS. Thanks to Spirit Link. He needs some time to heal up. I'd love to see the inventory of the Torrent Chieftain. How many potions have been used? And he's not expanding. Czech is not expanding. He wants to fight this. He wants to fight this expansion of FoCuS. This is risky. Only 32 food for him, but of course a lot of ends. And he has the summons. Will this be enough? FoCuS has no income if he loses this. But he should be able to defend this. He'll lose all the peons. That's for certain. Tree of Eternity, not in the best of positions. Here comes the Blade Master. Here comes the rest of the army. Not fully healed. But there is almost no army to fight. It's just trees. And the heroes. He's going for the heroes. Where's the first Cyclone? Invo Potion being used. Shockwave. Not hitting that much, but taking care of the buildings here back in the base. Oh, FoCuS will lose this expo. FoCuS will lose this expo. The damage of the tree. But what's he doing? No repair possible. Torrent Chieftain coming in. Shockwave only hitting the tree. That's not good. FoCuS losing this expansion. Czech going all in was absolutely worth it. And now it's time for him exactly, to entangle the gold mine. Ooh boy, I never thought this would work. Exodus from the Wisps. How many can he catch? I think all of them. Shockwave killing them all. Level 5 3/4. He's dealing with the rest of the main base of Czech. While at the same time, Czech is attacking his main base. So this is so close. Czech is uprooting again. There's no wisps anymore. Is there pillage for FoCuS? I don't think so. But the base race with raiders will always be faster. Is there a town portal? Not on the Tauren. It has to be on the Blade Master. But he's at the tavern. He has to defend this alone with the Blade Master. It's not that much, and the Clockwork Goblins are doing tremendous damage. Okay, one Moonwell left here. And then he has to use a Speed Scroll or whatever to get back. He has a Speed Scroll on the Blade. Does he have one on the Tauren? It's the big question here. There's only... he built a shop right there. FoCuS so smart. The elf has to scout this first. And FoCuS knows, alright, I killed all your wisps. All you have is in my base. Czech has to fight. 2 buildings for the Night Elf. 6 buildings for the Orc. FoCuS saving a peon. An incredible, important move. Okay, here we go. Pocket Factory, he got rid of it. The Barracks still alive. Wow, the Shockwave. Oh, there's only 2 more talents left. And I think the Blade Master will deal with it. Yeah, he has enough walkers to dispel it all the time. Level 6, maybe Blade Storm again. We saw it once for today. The Tinker and Snared again. There's no potions, nothing. Tinker goes down in style with a level 2, with 260 critical strike. Getting rid of the last Pocket Factory. Getting rid of the heroes. And Snare on the Beastmaster. Is this FoCuS way to victory? FoCuS way in the winner bracket semi-final. Only the Demon Hunter remains alive. And he's trying to get the altar, thinking that this is the final building, but it is not, and now he realizes it. Demon Hunter down, and he gets rid of the buildings. GG! 2-0 for FoCuS. This was closer than I thought in the end. FoCuS advancing, and he will face either Reprisal or Lucifer. FoCuS dropping down, of course. This is double elimination, so there's still a chance for the most old school player in the entire Warcraft world to advance from there. He will meet, of course, the loser of Reprisal and Lucifer, but that's not gonna be too easy, I feel, especially against Lucifer. He has a 3-5 map score, only winning 1 encounter, and Lucifer beat Remind 4-0 in the Nice Game TV finals last time. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for FoCuS. Things look great. Of course, facing Reprisal would be very hard for him. He's not that great against human. There's not much to practice with, but we will see. I think on Friday. This winner bracket semi-final will be played on Friday. Tomorrow is loser bracket semi-final 1 and 2 and winner bracket semi-final 1. And yeah. So this was a nice series of Orc versus Night Elf. So we are waiting for the next game, and it's most likely gonna start at 11:30. That is in 20 minutes.